You're listening to Edge Radio TV. The views and opinions expressed in this program are that of the hosts or guests, and not the Edge Radio Network or its advertisers or affiliates.
Hey guys, welcome to Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen on Edge Radio TV. I am Jennifer Reeves. I forgot the spiel.
No, I'm Hendrik Scott, and we are here to delight and entertain you today with our Pride Edition.
Yay!
Woo!
Woohoo!
We're having some difficulties with the green screen. Green screens are homophobic, we have found out. So
Are they homophobic or are they leprechaun phobic?
I don't know.
We may never know the answer to that question.
When we have a leprechaun on, I'll ask.
But the wee leprechauns.
Yeah. But
anyway, so we're delighting and entertaining about Pride.
Pride.
What else is happening?
What? Some court cases went down.
Yes. Several. Actually.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to?
It's been like a huge.
It's been a big week.
Yeah, it's been a big week. It's been a big month.
It's been a big summer.
Yeah.
It's a hot girl summer for other people, not me.
It is not a hot girl summer for me.
So the court cases. So which one do you want to talk about first?
Celebrating Juneteenth.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
That's amazing.
That is awesome.
So I'm getting the feed, like through my feed, it's people going, oh shit, I didn't actually know that this was a thing.
Yeah.
And then other people being like, well, yeah, of course it's a thing. Like, so what was your education on Juneteenth?
Before recently, none.
So you were one of the ones who didn't know either.
I mean, I knew about it, but like not from like school or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I did want to comment on that. I had someone that I know was bitching about it being put on a national level because this is something that only affected Texas, and so Texas has always known about it. I don't understand. And I was like,
what?
Your racism is showing. So
what a weird random thing to say,
right? Like he bitches about everything. It's
okay
fine. And yeah,
I mean, I was raised knowing about it, but I was raised knowing about it with eye rolls. So like when I was younger, I would see people celebrating, and it would be like the Black community, and I'd be like, what's going on? And it would be an eye roll, and they'd go, Juneteenth, and they would laugh. And so I was always just like,
I'm eye rolling at them, not at Juneteenth.
Yeah, but I didn't get it, and I remember just being like, I wonder what's so offensive about that. Like I just didn't understand. And then as I got older, I was like, wow, that's a racist eye roll, sir and ma'am.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, celebrating the emancipation of slaves. We're not free until we're all free. Like I don't understand the concept, or why someone would make fun of that, or why someone would be like, that's weird that they would celebrate that. I don't understand.
I don't understand. I don't understand most people, but
I know.
That's not true because I'm a therapist, see? So I'm supposed to understand people, and I do understand a lot of human behavior, but there are certain things that I just don't understand.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't know that I ever will or should.
Yeah, honestly. I don't need to understand everything. I don't
want to.
I really don't want to.
My therapist would be proud of that statement. Instead of saying I shouldn't have to understand, I don't want to understand. She's trying to make me stop shooting all over myself. It's fine.
We literally do that for a living to people.
I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
I mean, I'm human.
I know. No, you're right.
Anyway. So what was another one? So we have Juneteenth, and then there was
the Philadelphia case.
So that was big on my news feed where. So I'll have to break. Oh, it's so long. It's just kind of long to explain. So Philadelphia refused to work with Catholic Social Services because Catholic Social Services refused to certify gay couples in order to be able to foster. So then because Philadelphia refused to contract with them, they sued Philadelphia, and it went all the way to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court just ruled last week that Philadelphia was in the wrong, and the Catholic Social Services, they have to contract with them. They cannot. Catholic Social Services has the right to refuse gay couples, and Philadelphia does not have the right to refuse to work with them.
Yeah. I find it interesting on our feeds because literally mine was like, yeah, this is happening. But I think it's because we're just so used to it, and especially with Catholicism. Although the Pope has supported, I don't even...
I know.
Don't they listen to their people?
No.
I don't know. Like
not
if
people. Not if the Pope goes against what they think and believe. Well, then the Pope's wrong. This is a bad Pope.
But I thought that they the Pope was their person, like their head person.
Yeah, it is
their person.
But if they don't like what their head person is saying, they're gonna say bye bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's a pick and choose bullshit.
Yeah, I don't really know what.
It's a lot of people.
It could be learned helplessness of like, oh, like this is how it's always been. Like,
although.
I don't know. It's just sort of like,
maybe my positivity self, because I'm always so chipper and positive, is showing a little bit on this one, because I think that it is a positive, in some ways, a positive step forward in the fact that we're coming to a city level where the city is saying, no, you absolutely have the right to foster and adopt. And so, I kind of that was cool to me to when I actually started reading about the case, was that Philadelphia as a city, that like, their members are saying, no, like we want to make sure everybody has the opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
No, I love that. I love the show of support. Thank you.
Yeah. Good job, Philadelphia.
I'm never going to adopt. Fuck that. But I do, we do want the right to vote, just like the right to marry, even if you don't want to be married.
Right.
I don't know. As long, and I guess there was a lot of thinking of what I was reading. As long as you were able to adopt, they were just like, whatever. It's the Catholics,
right?
Like it's the Catholics. They're just doing what they're doing. Now, if it was the only place to adopt in the city of Philadelphia, then we have a
huge problem.
Bigger, what the fuck problem?
Yeah.
So I guess it didn't garner as much attention on my feed. Plus, Juneteenth really took over the whole thing.
Well, and I don't know. I don't know. Right. True. I don't know. In Philadelphia specifically, but I do know that there are certain states and certain cities that have specifically, like, I don't know if it's specific, but they are a lot more open in the sense that they cater more towards the gay and trans communities and being able to adopt and foster. They're few and far between, I think. I don't think they're...
I think I'm not hearing as much of an... Like, I have a lot of friends who have adopted kids and haven't really come up against
I'm just talking about ones that specifically cater, that aren't just like we love everybody and everybody can adopt.
I got you.
Like, so you have the Catholics that specifically cater to, adopting through a Christian or Catholic format. But we don't have a whole lot of social services or I don't want to say industry. That's not the word.
Like a queer social services for adopting. I got you. Okay.
Thanks. Thanks for picking up what I'm throwing down.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine doing the show on your own?
No, I wouldn't do it.
No.
I would quit. I'd be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Wouldn't happen. And then there was one more, right? There was a third case, or was it just those two?
Just those two.
Oh no,
I can think of.
But
now.
Then Biden signed Pride, right?
Yeah. Which again, like we were all like, it was our month anyway. June is our month anyway.
I know.
It's nice. It's great. It's fantastic. But we were like, yeah, we know.
Yeah. It's just a remembrance about it. Like, not a remembrance, like it's a show of solidarity, and allyship.
For sure. I feel like my queer feed has taken a step back in order to let the Black community celebrate in their own way. So it's not really blowing up this week as much as maybe it would if it wasn't like this really, really historical thing going on.
Right.
Like the momentous thing. Yeah. So.
That's valid.
Yeah.
True that.
But yeah, so it's Pride Month.
Woohoo!
People don't know where Pride started, which really like confuses me. But I guess it's such a big... It's part of our identity. Like I can't imagine being queer and like older and not knowing how Pride started. Like I would look at you like you were batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't. People don't know.
But do you think they passed the? You said older people, the older queer community aspect of things. Do you think the youngins are being taught or no?
I mean, the youngins have it annoyingly better than we do. Like irritatingly, to be older and look at it as like, wow, that was not us.
Yeah.
That was just not us. They have access to information. They have Google.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the teens that I have seen, they pretty much know. But yeah, Pride was started because of police brutality, and it was rioting against police brutality, always like coming into gay clubs, right?
Yeah.
Well, clubs, they were like private clubs. You could be arrested for dancing with the same sex. They would arrest them for that. It was like the whole country was footloose, you know?
Footloose and fancy free.
Yeah, you could be arrested for serving liquor to a gay person.
Wow.
So like that's how they would bust the bars, and they're generally like mafia owned and funded. So then they'd have to pay them off. It was a whole big thing. But anyway,
I mean, you can't really blame people for staying in the closet knowing all of that's going on.
Yeah, I mean,
like that's fucked up.
I mean, of course they would. Yeah, I mean, you're forced to stay in the closet,
Yeah.
or you'd be like, yeah. There was a riot. They got tired of it, and you know they came to drag them out, and like we're beating them, and they were like, "Fuck you," and started throwing rocks at them, and then had like a whole 3 to 6. I think it was 3 or 6. Do you remember? He doesn't remember. Okay, day like riot.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, on June 1969, June 28th, I think is whenever it first started. Now that's why we have Pride in June.
Right, but it wasn't initially a whole month. It was. I think it started out as a day.
The month thing is recent.
That's pretty recent.
That's
yeah, but good. I'm all for it.
Yeah, that started like after marriage equality, and it was like, well, we're just gonna take the whole damn month.
Why not?
Yeah,
you should.
Yeah, and that's why people don't know that marriage equality was passed in 2015. Because that was Pride. it was purposefully like in June, like on that weekend.
That was so not that long ago either.
2015.
6 years? 6 years? Is that, am I doing math right? Anyway, I was gonna say, just because we should have said this earlier, but I will say, yay Astros for finally having a Pride Day, a Pride Game Day. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of cool to see. This is their first annual, I think. So good for them.
Was it? I thought they've had them before. Yeah, they've.
I thought somebody said it was the first annual one.
I don't know. There's a lot of teams that have Pride Days, and like theme parks have gay days. You know, like
gay. I woke up this morning. I was like, it's gay day.
Although arguably Disney is just gay in general, so we can make that debate.
Yeah,
like, there's nothing heterosexual about Disney.
I don't know why people think they are. We're getting the wrap it up signal, so we are gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we have Tyler Hodges back on the hot seat with us, as we're gonna call it, and breaking down some more, talking about Pride, talking about some experiences as therapists in the queer community, and working with teens in the queer community, and all of that good, delightfully entertaining stuff, as Citrix calls it. So stay tuned. We will be right back with Sex on the Edge with Jen and In.
Aren't you tired of not getting what you want in bed?
Are you ready to spice things up behind those closed doors?
Woo! We're here for you every hump day at 7 p.m.
This is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. I'm Jennifer Reeves.
And I'm Hendrix Scott, and we are professional licensed sex therapists.
So remember to watch us Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Edge Radio TV, just in time for sexy time.
Edge Radio TV is holding auditions for new show hosts. Are you a subject matter expert, professional, influencer, book author, thought leader, or business owner with an educational or motivational platform? Then we want to meet you. Send a link of some of your work to edgeradio20@gmail.com and be sure to put audition in the subject line. Join the Edge Radio TV family. Edge TV, because truth still matters.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
This is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen, and we have a very delightful guest today. Tyler Hodges.
Welcome
I'm back. Yay!
Guess who's back?
Fellow queer therapist.
Back
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Tyler's
Right.
back.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Tell a friend.
He's here. He's here to help us talk about Pride. All things
Yay.
Pride edition.
Yeah.
So, what do you remember what your first? Oh, do you remember? Okay. Do you remember what your first Pride was like? And I only ask because generally you're like ripped out of your mind. So, like,
Well, so the fun fact is,
not that you would forget it. But
no, I wouldn't. I don't actually go to Pride. I've never been
Yeah.
because one, I was a kid first, and then I couldn't get there, and then two, as an adult, I just moved further and further southern states, and I don't do heat, and I don't do groups of people,
Yeah.
and so
It's two of
I
your like
have-
nightmare situations.
Right.
That's
so
valid.
I've never actually been.
Yeah.
I watch it on TV every year.
But you go to Pride events.
I do go to private.
I mean, well, we go to Pride events. We go to like a
We
ton.
just go to gay events.
Yeah, we just go to very gay events. Yeah, oh my gosh. But you're also like a little younger than me, so I feel like it wasn't
Yes.
like for me. It was like it blew my damn mind. Like I had never
Yeah.
been around gay people. Like I had,
Yeah.
especially in numbers. Like it's like in numbers of like I think I started
How old were
crying.
you when you first went to your first Pride?
It was like 15 years ago, maybe. So like I was like just coming out, and like it blew my fucking brains out. Like
Makes
I
sense.
started crying. Like I was overwhelmed. I was like, oh my god, like I didn't know there were this many of us because we didn't have
Aw.
the internet, you know.
Yeah.
Like Pride used to be like that. It was like, oh, we're like, oh,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Like you go because you're like, wow, there's other me's, and then you see
Yeah.
people kissing or touching for the first time, and then you're just like. Like you can do that in public, like oh my god! And then I think I made out with like 40 people.
As one does.
Oh man, at Pride we're just or it used to be that way.
Or, you
anyway,
know,
whatever.
Yeah.
Bathrooms, just don't even avoid bathrooms. You're not gonna be using the restroom in the appropriate way.
Yeah. They've stopped that behavior now for the most part, or at least they're trying.
Yeah, you still find anyway.
Yes, there's
yeah.
always a way.
Yeah.
Because we will find one, but like.
Yeah, I still like to dress up though. I can't. I can't undo that. That is just the day to be a rainbow and look ridiculous.
It
and-
is.
Yeah.
That is true.
But we still do like, even though you're not at the parade, we still do
Mhm.
like Pride stuff.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
no, we definitely do things throughout the month.
Yeah, we just do the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your Pride like?
The very first Pride that I went to was in Austin, probably about a little less than 15 years ago. Maybe I'd have to do the math, and I'm too tired to do that. And it was really interesting. I went with one of my best friends who lives in Corpus, and she had only been out as bi for a year or two. And so she wanted to come to Austin and go to Pride. So we went. Although we got tattoos, that's when I got the snake on my foot.
Mhm.
And so my foot was
No,
swollen.
you go to Pride with a new
No
foot tattoo.
So I made
no,
friends
sweaty.
that carried me everywhere.
Way to make Pride about
Right,
you,
you.
hetero.
I
know.
Don't be proud of that.
I'm still friends with these ladies.
I don't know why.
Because they absolutely love me. Kia loves me.
Oh my gosh, what a terrible time. No, but Pride, you never want to get a tattoo anyway.
No, I
It's
didn't know.
sweaty
I
and,
didn't
like-
think
Sweaty
about
and
it. I
hot,
didn't because
yeah.
but the very first tattoo that I had like did not hurt at all. So I was not expecting the swollenness. I wasn't expecting anything.
Yeah, but tattoos
So
are rough.
walking around, but I really still wanted to be there. So we went, and it was fun. We got really drunk,
Nice.
really drunk.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, especially back when, like, we were wearing no clothes except for if it was a
the bare
rainbow.
minimums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had to be a rainbow or you weren't wearing clothes.
Yeah.
And or by the end of the night, everybody's just naked and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
shit faced.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it
It's
was,
fine
it was
line
a
between
lot
pride
of
and
fun.
orgies. It's
Yeah.
real quick to blur it.
I remember there was this really great episode on L Word where Jenny Schechter, don't come at me, is at her first Pride because she's just out and she sees like an older butch lesbian who's just standing there in like the crowd and everybody's like woo making out and like everybody's half naked, and she goes up to this woman and she's like, what are you doing? And she was like, just watching everyone. And she was like, why? And she was like, don't you know, like, that's not really Pride, the name should be shamed, that's why we're so fucked up.
Bitch.
No, it wasn't a bitch, it was real.
I know.
Because
but still.
we only did it because we're ashamed of who we are, and we had to come out of the
Fair.
closet so that we would not be ashamed.
Yeah,
so
but, like,
technically-
that makes me feel some type of way.
I know it does
know.
because it
Internal
hits a
hate.
button. No, like you're
Ugh.
for the first time I was watching it, like I was like, oh, that hits different. Like it's not Pride, it's shame. Yeah.
But it's Pride
Explains the
now,
same
right?
response that
It's
just popped out of me.
Pride.
But it's Pride
The
now.
same response just popped out. Yeah. I mean, but this also was like a 2004 episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Still hits.
It still hits. Yeah. Still hits. But anyway.
Intiway.
Oh, I did. Oh, sorry, that's a weird noise. Woohoo! I did get a question. Why do we say queer?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think it's grown over the years, right?
I mean, we took it back. It was like
yeah,
slut.
well, yeah,
we
it
took
was
slut.
Right,
one of those
right.
moments that came for us, and now
But-
it's hitting stronger
Yeah,
than
but the
now.
acronym got too big, and it was like, we cannot
But
be.
I'm still here for TikTok's Alphabet Mafia moment.
Oh,
I'm
that's
loving
funny.
this.
That's funny. Yeah.
I prefer their terminology. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. Like, there's certain European countries and areas that say this is gender and sexually diverse, so they say GSD, and that covers
Yeah.
everything.
I think we just got tired of the letters. We're just like
Yeah.
LGBTQI, and it was like
Right.
that is just you cannot say that in conversation, and it's ridiculous at some
And then
point.
even just LGBTQ plus is just a lot. I'm like, there's so many like syllables in this.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
also it was like taking a slur back to just be like, go fuck yourself.
Re-empower it, and
Because
then
my older clients, like because I'll be like, oh, queer community, and they're just like,
yeah.
meh,
Yeah.
and I have to like explain it, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That's what them kids are doing today.
Yeah, but I think that the queer community took queer back better than any other community that I've ever seen take back a slur.
Yeah.
Before, if that makes sense. Like you talked about slut,
Yeah.
taking back that terminology. I still don't think people have taken that back yet.
Well,
It's
it's because
we
it's
do it
getting
fine.
there.
We do it because we're all sluts. I'm
we
just
took back
kidding.
slut,
That's
we
not
took back that, we took back
true.
bitch. You know, we use them all.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
In
Well, I
terms
guess
of endearment.
but
I
no,
guess
you're
bitch
right.
is one that women, statistically, women have taken back.
Yeah, but no, you're
But-
right. Like people are still offended by slut, and but it's also because feminists are split by slut.
Ah,
Because
Yeah,
like one
true.
half is like absolutely take it back, and the other half is like don't let men whatever they're yammering
Yeah.
about. Oh no,
We know what kind she is.
don't fucking tell people what to say. Anyway,
Yeah.
Unless it gets horribly bad.
unless there's a few, and slut's not one of them. If you can say the word, then it's probably okay. If you have to use the letter to describe it, then it's not okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a
Mhm.
difference.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know what
It
you're
used to be
talking
a
about.
Scarlet Letter, so you know.
True. Again.
The new Scarlet Letter, though, is a V. Are you vaccinated or not?
Oh,
Mhm.
true. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, so we were talking about the show.
We were.
Jen and I.
I was? I probably was sleeping and she was talking.
We're like,
Talking.
what was it like to start out as a queer therapist?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I was told, like I was from the thing, and you were also of this too. Like it wasn't just a queer thing; it was like don't let anybody know your personality.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
stay in the closet.
Yeah.
essentially. It's like
yeah, like they didn't realize they were harming the queer therapist by saying don't let anybody know who you are, because then it made you go, oh, well then they definitely can't know that I'm
Right.
queer.
Yeah.
So let
Yeah.
me like try to pass. Like I started growing my hair out.
because that
I
helps
started-
internalize homophobia so much.
I know. I started buying different clothes to try to like look less
Less
like
you.
butchy, less me, and like I had internalized all this stuff by them
Yeah.
telling us that, because you were of the same.
It's very similar in
yeah.
the sense that I was told hide, don't talk, you're not allowed to talk about your personal life
Yeah.
ever, and you have to
Yeah.
like hide what you're thinking and feeling on your face. Y'all, you've seen my expressions on this show. Like it's a fuck that, I don't hide
I work with teenagers.
shit.
I don't hide shit.
Yeah.
you definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too. No,
No,
I have a good face, but it's all the trauma, so that's where
No.
the stone face.
I used to have it, and then I started working with teenagers. It's like, nope, don't need this anymore.
But what was yours like? What like your
Uh,
therapist training for that?
I think it's. I mean, we went to the same school,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I don't know if mine was any different, really. I think it was just like an understanding we don't talk about personal lives in therapy,
Yeah.
and then I just took that and ran it with it in all the ways.
in all of the ways. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
so-
think that teaching, the people who were teaching that realized how it was damaging the queer community
Yeah.
of like, well, you're gonna have to go back in the closet.
Right.
Or if somebody knows I'm queer, they're gonna turn around and like, no, I'm not gonna get
Well,
any
it's like
clients. I remember
saying-
thinking I would get no
Yeah.
clients.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that when you first started at HRT,
Yeah.
talking about like
I was
that
concerned
aspect
about
of
what clients
things,
I might
and
get.
your undergrad school
Yeah.
telling you shit like that too.
Oh yeah,
but
my
you're-
undergrad was wild.
We had thoughts about the cohorts for you.
I just
but-
had a very conservative cohort,
Yeah.
so
Oh man.
I love them dearly. They were just conservative, and I was kind of under the impression that I was walking out into that
Yeah.
and going, "Oh my god, I'm never going to get any clients." And then it was
Yeah.
like, "No, boo boo, like you're fine."
Yeah.
Well, it's-
Yeah.
and like I know this is maybe a jump, but like it's almost like saying hide your skin tone to like as a I was like, you can't do that. Like
Yeah.
you just can't
Yeah.
do that. Like you hear my voice, you see my hand gestures. Like, it's just, there's no question of where I sit on this spectrum, whether you want to be delusional to it or not. But like, it's there.
Yeah, I know. I really. I know, and I thought I could pass, like, and like people were looking at me like, "You're growing your hair out. You still don't really like. It's a thing. Like you exude a certain
energy,
and
feeling. I don't know,
and it's not feminine.
Mine definitely is.
Happy Pride!
Yay! All the things.
No shame anymore.
No.
Sometimes. Let's just be real.
Yeah. Your cohort was very unfortunate. We're gonna have to take another break in just a minute. Any other before we pop out?
I'm good.
You're good.
On to the next segment.
Okay, y'all, stick around, and we will continue our. Oh my God, we will continue our talk on Pride. For June is Pride Month, so stay tuned. We'll come back with Tyler. He's still gonna be here.
Not going
kicking
anywhere.
and screaming, but he loves it.
It'd be homophobic to kick me off.
Stay tuned. Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. We'll be right back.
Hey y'all, I'm Robin B.
And I'm Dr. Kiva.
And we just want to know
how you living?
Join us every Monday
at noon Central Standard Time
here on Edge Radio TV. Take care.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen, and your special guest, me!
Yay!
Happy Pride! We're back. We were giggling during the break.
I was like, there's a word.
Thank you.
The pause in our show. We're commercial savvy.
Yeah, that stuff. So we were talking about what we want to talk about next, and I do feel like this is important. What is it like for us to see people with opposing beliefs, like cultural or religious?
Yeah.
Did you want to take that one first, or you want me to go?
I mean, I can go for it. I mean,
and Jen too. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is something we experience as therapists in general.
Oh, for sure.
think for me personally, it's like always meeting where they're at, and also like sometimes challenging where they're at because I can't sometimes do it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's a lot sometimes to sit with it. And unfortunately, I work in a place where I can't just be like, due to personal reasons, I can't see you, or because I don't feel like I'm a good fit for you. It's like, nah, you're stuck with what you got. So what we're gonna do about it?
Yeah, you're in a particularly difficult situation on that one. You're right. Like, because we can say we're just not a right fit.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Yeah.
So I kind of
kick this teenager out of this group home.
Well, it's never really the teenagers that I worry about. It's always the parents.
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
Like for the most part, I've been really lucky where I haven't had a massive issue with it. I kind of just like let them have their opinion on whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not come across too hard on like the gay side of things, unless the kid just randomly comes out in the middle of a session, and I'm like, oh no, I wasn't prepared.
For me, it has been really interesting because I sat in my cohort and I said in grad school, I said, no, I'm not going to be able to see super conservative people because I just don't think they would like me, number one. And I was just like, I don't think they'll like. I was like, I don't want to sit there and have to be like, have them go off about something gay and me have to sit there with a straight face and not say anything. I didn't want to put myself in that position.
Yeah.
But wildly so, I do have really like conservative
you do, way
Christian.
More than I do.
I have conservative Christian clients.
I think
and,
you
like,
might have more than me.
Yeah, like it's been actually kind of healing because I'm like, oh, like we're good, and they're like, oh yeah, we've been praying and like, well, you know, like I've been told like God really wants you to be in our lives, and I'm like, oh wow, like thanks.
That's huge.
I know, like especially in the
they weren't trying to pray the gay away. They were trying to pray the gay inclusive.
Yeah. So I've actually had the opposite of what my worst fear was. Yeah. Thankfully, and it has been healing to be like, oh, like. And they can still be conservative in beliefs, and like that doesn't bother me at all. It's like you believe whatever you believe. That's right. I don't care. But I just didn't want to be like bashed, and I haven't been, thankfully, for the most part. I think.
I feel like something we prep ourselves a lot more for. It's like, oh, we're gonna get bashed, and then it's like, actually, most people are too got their own shit.
I've known that people have left because of how like they didn't come back because like you can tell like they're like, oh, I'll go through this first session, I just won't come back, and like that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I've had parents go behind my back to administration and say stuff, but like they're just like, well, suck it up and deal.
Yeah, it's not as in your face. It's more like it's subtle, which I can deal with.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've been very, very lucky. Like most of my clients share similar beliefs and views to me. I think the only time it became maybe slightly noticeable was during the two elections, in 2020 and then 2016. Those were two of the most polarizing elections ever. And so I did have a couple, at least as far ever for me in my young adulthood. Because I'm still young and beautiful. It's fine.
You are still young.
And beautiful. Tyler.
I mean, I am older.
Beautiful.
And beautiful. Jesus, not your month.
I'm just saying. It's true. You're right. I'm being homophobic right now.
No, we didn't go that far yet.
Anyway, so only once in a while did I have to have somebody come in and be like, blah, 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 and start bitching about things. And I'm just like, But it's super rare. Yeah. It's super rare for me. I don't know if it's just because our location is in the Heights, so it's pretty close to Montrose and pretty close to, the Heights is pretty diverse in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for the most part, it's just, in my opinion, people have just too much of their own shit to deal with and to worry about what we're doing. They're like, we just need help, and we're paying you for this, so I don't really give a crap where you're at.
Yeah.
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 It's been overall pleasant. Yeah. I mean, of course, there's like stuff that has happened that's like wild, but it didn't have anything to do with my sexual orientation, or maybe it, I don't know. But you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I haven't ever lost clients because of my political beliefs, and they have come up. We've talked about them. Like I don't hide my political beliefs.
I've never had to have that conversation.
Yeah, I won't talk.
I've had a couple of clients, luckily, that were on my side of the fence, if you will, be like, who were like, who did you vote for? And when I told them, we're like, I just don't know if I could respect you if you had voted the other way. And I was like, well, let's talk about that. And we processed it and everything. But I didn't hide who I voted for.
I think because my body is political, like in that I'm not passing and it's very clear that I'm queer, that I don't like that people already perceive me a certain way anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spend time talking about me or defending of like, no, actually, I don't believe that. No, actually, I don't put that label. No, then it becomes about me and then them trying to figure out who I am, and then I'm annoyed by it. And
so you don't actively put yourself out there with the label in therapy.
No. But I mean,
I don't either.
But like, it just does.
We'll say.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had. I think one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me was I was on the phone with a parent for a family session back when we weren't using Zoom and things still. And the daughter starts going, well, Tyler doesn't care, he's gay. And then the mom was just like, shut up. I was like, dear Lord, help me.
Oh, so I will say, because we all know I see a lot of heterosexual males, and I think the reason is because they'll be like, they'll be like, you fucking know women, you know. And I'll be like,
is that because I am a woman or because
no, they mean it like you fuck women.
Yeah.
You know how crazy they are.
I just wanted to just say you fuck women.
Nice, up top, that's good. Like that, and I still won't respond though. I still won't be. I'll just laugh and be like, I'll be like, I know about stuff, and then they'll laugh, and then they'll keep talking.
That's funny.
I just give my teen side eye. I'm just like, why did you do this right now?
Why the fuck did you just out me to your parent? Yeah.
Well, it's funny because later she was like, well, my mom already knows, and I was like, oh my god, you are not helping yourself right now. Go back upstairs.
That's why you don't work with teens.
But it's so much fun. Also, why you work with them, because they're hilarious.
I work with some teens, but like they're few and far between.
Yeah, again, it's like it's a special case basis.
Yeah. Well, and the two main teens that I worked with were transitioning teens, so I was working a lot with both of their moms and getting on board and understanding everything. So
yeah,
that's where most of the therapy turns to when I'm working with teens when it comes to our population in general with the queer community. It's like coaching the parents through. You have all these biases and viewpoints. How are you going to just accept your child and let them be so that they can stop trying to kill themselves?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even if they change their mind later.
Actually, they might not.
That's what I say. The more that you like don't accept them now, the more that they're going to push towards it.
Yeah.
So
just to be spiteful.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's also like training parents to be like, but like we can like just change in general, like there's growth, and you don't have to like go, this is me, and then forever and stick to that claim. It's like, did a heterosexual make a claim about themselves at 12 and then no one allowed them to ever be different? Like,
well, sometimes.
Like it's weird. It's just a weird concept. It's like it's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
we're
like
fluid.
They're growing and like.
Oh, it's helping them understand fluidity, not a phase. It's just we're fluid. We're sexually fluid.
Yeah, all people are sexually fluid.
Yeah.
And like, again, like they're just going through a time period in their life where they don't know shit and they're figuring it out. Like, let them have it.
Like we all went through.
You still don't know shit, Mom. You're here.
Yeah.
It's like you're kidding it up here.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just understanding fluidity. It's okay. You don't have to be like scared by it. It doesn't mean anything. It just means we're fluid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just love your fucking kids, dude.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Love them.
And
accept them for who they are.
Yeah.
All their glory.
I mean, sometimes it's not even accept them. I'm just like, parents just tolerate them where they're at right now.
That's fair.
Because teenagers are intolerable in general, so just tolerate them where they're at right now.
I just had a conversation with the mom like 2 weeks ago. I was like, there's nothing to tell you other than just tolerate it.
Or like acceptance is a big movement of change.
That's
like,
true.
We don't necessarily need to
That's true. This kind of goes along with the whole when we were talking about going from negative to positive, the positivity movements on various levels instead moving it to neutral.
Yeah.
Instead of positivity.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What is it like working with teens? And like, have you been in the room whenever they've come out for the first time to a parent?
Yes.
Okay.
So many times. I feel like this happens on an every other month basis. Because the population I work with is, very flexible and spectrum. Fluid. And their lives at this current stage when they reach residential. Well, I have to meet them where they're at, and also like there's a skepticism there because we have to be skeptical sometimes, and I'm just like, I don't know about this, but like, they'll just throw it at me randomly because you know how clients like to drop their bombs before they leave.
I mean,
oh god,
y'all,
get it together, please.
Get it together.
I was like, and by the way, I'm bottom. I'm like, so we're ending here now. We'll address this next week. Thank you. Bye.
Nice.
Or it's like, It's just like they either accept it and they're like, you know what, we really don't care. We just want you to stop trying to kill yourself, like first. Or the other one's just like, why are you bringing this up right now? And then the last one is obviously like, no, this is wrong, kind of stuff. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, you're not kid, you're not coming back in next session. I'm gonna focus on this right now.
Yeah, but it's like not the majority. Whereas like 15 plus years ago, it would have been the majority.
Yeah.
Hell, it still happens. I had a client who, 22-year-old woman, came out, wants to get married to her girlfriend that they've been together for several years, and she had hidden it from her parents for so long, because she didn't hide it at one point, and they found out, and they the idea of conversion therapy, all that crap. They've disowned her at 22 years old, and she was having a hard time dealing with it. It's really sad. Kind of fucked up.
Yeah, no, I mean, I see a majority of queer clients, like they definitely have been disowned. It's just we have things now that weren't available 20 years ago.
And also,
Very true.
I don't think I've run into a kid who's been disowned, at least where I work.
Yeah,
for coming out.
Yeah, it's
do
it's
parents
nowhere
just ignore
near
it and pretend it's not a thing?
Ah,
Sure.
true.
Do I do my best? Sure, but like also where I work, it's not the primary goal.
That's
my goal is not like your coming out experience. My goal is you stop trying to die.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. And so on that note, to all of our listeners out there, we want you to stop trying to die as well. And stay tuned for our last segment. This is our last break. We'll be right back with Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. Stay alive.
Yay.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. We're still alive. We hope you are too.
Yay! Living.
Yay!
I didn't mean to sound as sarcastic as I did. I'm all here. Pro-life. Kidding.
Y'all, this has been a fun episode so far. I'm having fun.
So much fun. Yeah.
So it's our last little segment. We have so many topics we didn't get to hit because we just went into so many other things. What on here do you want to finish it out with? What do you want?
Don't look at me like that.
Oh,
It's your show.
so there was a question on what is gay baiting or rainbow washing. They're the same thing, basically.
There's a difference.
There's
One's company based,
but they go together.
Well, I feel like gay baiting is more towards like advertisement and TV show stuff, whereas rainbow washing is more like the products that we get.
Yeah. But they're rainbow. They gay bait
Okay, so
with the rainbow washing.
explain what y'all mean, because
This wallet with a rainbow on it.
Not that you can see it. From
I
that
got gay baited.
Yes, but it was a great time for us. It was a good purchase. It was a memory.
So it was after marriage equality. All of a sudden, all of these companies are like, "Woo, pro gay," and we were all like, "But you haven't said shit
till now.
since the beginning of time. Like, what do you mean all of a sudden now that it's socially acceptable? Now you're gonna slap a rainbow on it?"
Yeah, you walk into Target this month and they have a whole section.
Yeah, and then they were like, jack the price up because they slapped a rainbow on it, and then we get so excited because we're like, our rainbow's on it, and we're conditioned to like follow the rainbow. Like we literally
and have representation in any form.
Yeah. So we end up spending so much fucking money with companies that don't give a shit, and whenever there are smaller companies that like actually would like
do stuff.
Who like donate for us.
Yeah, but like Target.
Like the ones who have been with us forever is like Absolute.
Yeah, I mean like Calvin Klein's always been
Bud
like
Light's
a top
been
one.
pretty big on.
Yeah, Bud Light's been. Converse has been doing it for years.
Yeah, I have a Converse rainbow hat. Yeah.
I always want their shoes, but again, they do mark up the prices. So
Yeah, they do.
it's like I don't want to spend $90 on a pair of shoes. Sorry, not there in my life.
Yeah, but there's some stuff that's been with us since like the 80s.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and there's like this coveted Absolute vodka rainbow bottle, like a limited edition. And there was one that had like all the people who have like died, like Matthew Shepard and stuff, and had all the names on it. My ex-girlfriend had it, and like I remember looking at it, and I was like,
I'm gonna steal this.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal this, and like. I was like, I just sat there holding it, like, oh my god, like these are like their names, and they died, like they were, and like it was like a whole big with a bottle of Absolute, and then it caused me to drink. That's why they did it. It
was gay baited and drinking,
poking at the heartstrings so that you'll want to drink the pain away. I get it, smart.
Yes, I mean advertising,
savvy.
Yeah, manipulation at its best.
Well, that's what advertising is.
Yes, there's also a riff. There's a riff in the community on rainbow washing, and some people are like, "Yes, rainbow washes shit out of things during Pride," and other people are like, "No, that's our rainbow. Stop."
So just have rainbow stuff year round, please. It just makes it fun.
I kind of like it in June, though.
I do too, but like just have a few things here and there, so I can feel like I'm constantly contributing.
We can't just wear it. Like if we just walked around wearing rainbow shit 24/7 all the time, like what a color palette. No, absolutely. But it's kind of like crawfish. You want it seasonally so that you really appreciate it. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Not me.
Whatever.
Oh, to you either. Yeah.
Well, I've never.
I could care less about crawfish.
Yeah.
I like to go to crawfish boils, but I don't like the crawfish.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. We're not here to talk about me.
No, we're not. Here to talk about us.
Yeah. I'm so not used to not being the center of attention, y'all. It's a problem.
It shows.
It's true. Speaking of me being the center of attention, I do have a question though, for real.
Yeah.
What can allies do to help, and what can we say or not say? Like, I think I love that you put this question here, Hendrix. She wrote the outline. How to be an ally that is not annoying as fuck. And I am sure that I have said some annoying as fuck shit as an ally, not knowing anything.
Not bring your bachelorette parties to our clubs.
Oh God, get the fuck out.
Get out.
Get
such
out.
a good
Get the fuck out.
Especially when you don't even have a token gay to come in with.
Oh man,
out.
get out. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying. And there was a while where S4 in Dallas just straight up banned them before marriage equality. They were like, how can you be so self-involved that you are going to come to our clubs and celebrate your marriage whenever we cannot get married? Like, how are people just so?
That is such a safe space for
and
us.
then they grab they grab the drag queens, they touch them, they grab their genitals, they grab their boot, like, and it's like, don't fucking touch the drag queens. Like, don't ever touch them.
Right. So me being gay does not give myself permission to touch your body parts.
Yes.
And vice versa. You don't get to touch mine either.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
I feel like we share the similar thing with the Black community of like whenever people are like, I have a Black friend, like they just walk up to you, like they'll do that with queers too. Like I have a gay friend.
My cousin is. I'm like,
and it'll come out of nowhere. Like you don't know the person, they'll walk across the room just to you and be like, I have a gay friend. And you're like,
really?
Good for you.
You're like,
how often do you actually talk
You
to
should
them?
walk up
No.
to somebody that's obviously straight and be like, oh my god, I have a straight friend.
She's like, oh my god, you're straight? I've never seen one of you before.
You're like out in the wild.
When you're in Providence.
But I get that they're just trying to connect with you and trying to say I accept you without,
in some cases.
I understand the I don't think they're being an asshole. I just think
You're just being oblivious.
It's
You're
weird.
being ignorant.
It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because it happens like so often. Not as much
So
anymore, but definitely it used to happen
so
like
interesting.
more often.
I don't think I've ever done that. Have I?
You've done some stuff.
I've done shit.
was
No,
like-
I'm no.
but it was like
I
a long-
know.
it was a
I'm
long
not.
time ago.
I'm not
Yeah.
perfect. But I don't think I've ever walked up to somebody and just been like, "Oh my god, I have a gay friend. You're gay. You want to be my friend?"
Oh, I've had that.
Oh
I-
man, because you're
yeah.
the gay male, so straight women really want the gay male
The
best
gay
friend.
BFF
Oh, yeah.
thing, the GBF, not here for it. I don't like the terminology.
Yeah.
There was a whole movie on it. It was really bad, but like I still watch it.
I was about to say you still watched it.
What
I
movie?
GBF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
It was all about like the tropiness of like having to have a gay best friend to feel
Yeah.
popular or cool.
Like
and
Grace.
It was like pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and don't get undressed in front of gay men and be like, oh, you don't care.
I do care. Keep your parts to yourself. You're beautiful naturally, all that fun stuff, and also like get it away from my
Get it
face.
the fuck away from like stop. Like I
don't even like your porn ad showing up on my computer.
exactly. It's not appropriate. It's really not appropriate
Yeah.
at all.
Like I didn't ask.
Like
I
if
don't
a
wanna see.
man went into a room with a lesbian and said, "I'm gonna undress," you don't care. You would have a reaction to that. So I don't know
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
females think that they can do it to males.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Don't sexually assault me with your eyes.
Don't sexually assault me with your body.
Good points. Good points.
Yeah.
Anything else?
How else to be an ally?
How
Not
else to be an
enough.
ally?
It's just don't be annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I think this is good advice, and I know it's, again, controversial. But, like, if you wouldn't do it to a black person, don't do it to a gay person.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Like, if it makes you cringe, you
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know people don't know if they should be cringing or not either. So, like,
or it's like with like our transgender family.
mhm.
Don't ask them about their genitals. Like I know you know this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just like, also, why do you care so much?
Yeah, why you wouldn't walk up to a cisgendered person and ask them what's in their pants. Like you wouldn't be like, describe what's in your pants to me
Yeah.
and tell me all the surgery, or you wouldn't be like, tell me the surgeries you've had on your body. Like you just wouldn't.
No,
Yeah.
it's just
You
like,
didn't say
yeah,
that.
no, I mean,
Yeah.
be decent people. Like, you know,
Some people don't know how to be, or they try to be and they don't realize that they're not being
yeah.
decent. And
I
they
mean, like,
don't
there's
know
room
the
for
wherewithal
forgiveness,
to like
right? Always.
ask.
So there's a degree.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there comes to a point, like, again, when you're at the point where you're showing up to our functions and, like, putting yourself into a situation like you're a part of us, I'm like, that's not what an ally looks like. Like,
Yeah.
no, like, now if you see someone throwing slurs at someone holding their hands and they're same-sex couple, like, okay, get involved if you want to. I mean, we can handle it ourselves. We've been doing it for years. But, like, also, like, it's always nice to see someone help out in that situation.
Gotcha.
It's, right, like, I wouldn't ignore a woman getting assaulted on the street. Like, I would do something
Sure.
similar.
I got you. Yeah, just don't be annoying. Because there's so many different ways to be an ally.
Yeah.
So I get,
True.
and some people like it, some people don't. But I think it's the annoying
Yeah.
part that just grinds my gears.
Yeah.
If you're drunk, don't try to kiss us. Like, that's something we want. No, it's not funny. It's not cute. This happens a lot
yeah.
in colleges. I'm
Yeah,
just so
that's
annoying.
true.
Like,
Yeah.
like, people know. I don't want to make out with you. It's not funny.
Oh, and by the way, to preface while I'm thinking about it, earlier I was not saying that the young kids don't have anything to worry about. I'm just saying it is a
It's
remarkable
different, yeah.
difference.
It is.
We weren't allowed to speak. Like
Yeah.
at least they're allowed to speak. Now they might still
You
be
see people-
disowned,
you
but they
see-
can say the words, and like us older is just looking at it like we weren't even allowed to speak. Like there
Yeah.
were no gay. There was one gay person in my high school, and he got the shit beat out of him all the time.
I wasn't out in high school.
Yeah. And like now there's like hundreds of them in like one high school. Like I have one girl who she's like, I can't date because they're all gay. And like she's trying to go to college because her whole high school is gay, and she's not pissed about it as in they're gay. She's just like, I just cannot find a boyfriend.
I also have thoughts about that too in general. Like, how many of you are really gay?
I mean,
I saw a popular TikTok the other day.
Yeah, they're in
like,
their sexual
what's
fluidity.
the thing to be popular right now, or what's something like unpopular opinions or something to that fact? And it's just like trying to be queer, and it was just like,
no, now it's a cool thing. So it's like us looking as the older ones, just like, wow, this was not where I imagined this going. I didn't realize, I didn't see this whenever I was fighting literally on the streets, like in front of.
And I don't know if this just this for us in our country as a whole, or if it happens everywhere else. But I'm also like, leave it to us, like, to make it even more of a problem.
I mean, not everywhere else. I have activists who work in South Africa and Uganda actively, and no, they're still murdering people. And don't come at me. It was one of the countries. I'm sorry.
No, there are still several countries that where people come here seeking asylum because they'll get killed there.
A country name, and if it's not that one,
I was thinking more along the lines of like, leave it to America to make it try so hard to be inclusive to the point where like it gets problematic. And I'm just like, you can't all be gay. Like, that's not realistic.
Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed our Pride edition. We are wrapping up, but we do have some things that Hendrix and I need to share with you viewers. We are going to be taking the next couple of weeks off, so we will not be here for next week because it is the Monday after Pride weekend. And I'm
going to be hungover.
Might be hungover and unable to do the show. So.
I will be working.
And then the week after that is July 4th is on Sunday, so some others of us will be hungover.
I will also be working.
So we're going to take the next 2 weeks off, but when we come back, we will be on a new day. We will not be on Wednesdays starting July 14th, the week of July 12th.
It's my birthday.
Oh.
14th.
I already have your birthday present.
Happy early birthday. So when we come back, we will come back on July 15th, still at the 7 p.m. slot, I believe. So don't come at us on Wednesday the 14th. I do have people that are like, where's the show? Because I'm sorry. Like,
we have lives outside of those people.
I love you
Give
guys.
Them grace.
Please keep watching. I love you. I love y'all. I love y'all for watching and supporting. Yes. So when we come back, we'll be back on July 15th, Thursday. We'll be Thursdays from here on out. So no longer on hump day, but still happy humping on those days.
You can still hump on Thursday.
You can still hump on Thursdays or thump.
Midweek. That'll be our new hashtag. You can still hump on Thursday.
I like it. Let's do it. Anywho, if you want to leave us a question or a subject matter you want to see us talk about, you can contact us at Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen on Facebook and Instagram, or Sex Talk with Jen and Hen on Facebook, or you can email us at sexontheedgewithjenandhen@gmail.com. To make an appointment with us, go to www.houstonrelationshiptherapy.com. Follow the links to find us, or call that main line number that's on there, 1-800-913-9613, to make an appointment with us. And until then, happy humping!